This is a true story. In 2021, in a small town in Iowa, a 6-year-old girl named Sophie began drawing the same figure, a tall black man with horns, no face, just white eyes. She would tell her parents, "That's my old dad. He comes to me in my dreams and says he burned up." Her parents initially thought it was a nightmare from a cartoon, but Sophie described details she couldn't have known. A 1995 accident at an old farm where her dad died in a fire after a gas tank exploded. She gave the exact address. The house that no longer existed had burned to the ground. Her parents decided to check. They found old newspaper archives. In 1995, a 38-year-old farmer named Daniel Wilson had indeed died in a fire on the same farm. His body was so charred that they could only recognize him by his teeth. He left behind a daughter who died in childhood from an illness. Sophie had never seen those newspapers, had never heard Daniel's name. She was born 26 years after his death, but the scariest thing came later. Sophie began to tell me that the black man with horns didn't just come, he carries his father's face. He pulled his soul out of the fire and now walks in his skin. But the skin doesn't hold, so he's looking for a new one. The girl drew how horns grow from Daniel's head, how his eyes turn white, and his body crackles like coal. A few months later, Sophie woke up in the night and screamed, "He's here! He's standing in the hallway!" Her parents turned on the light. The hallway was empty, but on the floor lay a piece of charred fabric, like from an old shirt, with the smell of smoke. The police said it was probably something old from the attic, but her parents knew they had cleaned the attic a month ago, and there was nothing like it there. Sophie began to fear fire. She wouldn't go near the stove or look at the candles. One night, her parents heard her whispering in her room, "Don't take me. I'm not your daughter anymore." In the morning, small burns appeared on her neck, as if someone had touched her with a hot finger. The family consulted a reincarnation and paranormal expert. During a session, Sophie returned to the moment of the fire. She described how the flames consumed Daniel's body, how something dark with horns rose from the ashes and said, "You are mine. I will find you again." After the session, the girl drew her last drawing, a black man standing over her bed, holding a little girl in his arms who looked like herself. After that, Sophie stopped talking about old dad. But sometimes, according to her mother, the girl wakes up at 3:33 a.m. and looks in the corner of the room as if someone is standing there. And on the floor, there are small black marks, as if from charred feet. Officially, this was explained by childish fantasy and accidental burns. But her parents no longer leave Sophie alone at night. They know something attached to that soul has not let her go, and it is still waiting. No official explanation. Case unsolved.